Hi.
Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please like and subscribe. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's something that we've wanted, or I've wanted to do for a long time, not necessarily to film, but it's something that I've spoken to you about, reflecting back on our core values. I think I did mention it in a video and said that we were going to...
You did. Well, you mentioned core values a couple of times and you've actually said that we're going to do them.
Right. Let me get closer.
So hence today.
Yeah.
So core values is a very important thing to me and something that I've done many times before, and I do a lot with clients and businesses. We have business core values and personal ones. So today we're going to do an experiment because you've done them how many times?
Only once.
Right.
Really done them.
Okay.
Like, I obviously knew what core values were. I thought everybody just lived by their own their own values,
like your own morals.
And we've got now, which I've learned on the retreat, the list of how many?
Here we have 62.
62 core values that you kind of run through and choose. And mine, I don't think really surprised me. My core values, I was like, yeah, that is definitely them. But for some that was in the group, I was like quite shocked by them. So I think it's a really good exercise to do. I really think it defines like your behaviours, and it's a good anchor for like decision making. Like if I'm ever struggling with a decision, and that can be, it can be a life-changing decision. So obviously I didn't know my core values before coming to Australia. Well, yeah, before making the decision to come to Australia. But if I had have done, I could have really grounded and centered myself and be like, do they align with my core, like who I am as a person?
That's true. And for people who've never done core values, so if you go backwards and reflect and you go, okay, so you arrive in Bali, you do your core values, your decision to move to Australia has already been done. Mm-hmm. If you look at your values and then the way you made that decision, you'll see that they align.
Yeah.
Right. And that's why you are unbelievably happy with where you are in your decision making and everything.
Yeah.
And so when you don't know what they are, the only thing I can tell people is that when you're trying to do things or accomplish things, or things aren't really going your way, or you're working for a business or a job and it's just not right. You want the money, but you just don't feel right. It's because there are a few things that aren't tying into your core values, right? So if 4 or 5 of your core values are being met, things just seem to be easier. Yeah. You gel with someone, work is easier, life is working in how it's supposed to be. And when things aren't, you go back to them and you're like, oh, no wonder I'm not. It's because I'm missing this, I'm missing this, and I'm missing this.
And that's why I think it's such an impact to your behaviour and your changes with things that happen in your life, because you're like, well, it don't align with me. No wonder it don't feel right and sit right.
It saves people a lot of time when making decisions. So it eliminates a lot of procrastination, because when you're like, should I take this job or shouldn't I take this job? Should I date this person or shouldn't date this person? You just sit back and you go, are these things met in that decision? No. Cool. Well, it's not for you. And you already know that, because every time something hasn't worked out, you know it hasn't adhered to your core values. So now you can make decisions faster.
Yeah. I'll ask you a question actually about your core values.
Sure.
Has there ever been a time where you've been like questioned your core values because you wanted to do something and it didn't marry up?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I've gone in. So because I work with a lot of startups, and contribution is one of my core values, right? And so I'm like, oh, I can give and I can help. Yeah. But then there are other things that don't align with it. And then so I get either stuck or frustrated, and it's because it's only adhering to one of them. Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, I really value the fact that I have core values now, because I think it's such an easy tool to have.
There's another thing about it that it helps me, is that when something doesn't work out, and I've really wanted to do it, and so I've done something for a few years and then it didn't work out, I don't get as mad, because I'm like, well, you know what? I did it for these reasons and they're my reasons, and it didn't work. It just didn't work. Yeah. And then so I don't resent things as much. I don't hold on to negativity as much, and it's easier for me to get on to the next phase of whatever it is I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. So you've done your core values once. Yeah. And you did it at a very particular time in your life, right? So since you've done your core values, have you made a decision, or have you used them in a manner and you've seen it was easier, or was there something positive that came out of them?
Yes. And you're not going to be surprised by this one. So I'm not going to go into too much detail, but we've had a mutual dispute with a friend.
Yes.
And when we've had conversations, like I've really reflected on my core values. And I'm like, have I have I communicated in a manner that aligns with me and who I am as a person? And prior to sending a message or speaking to that person, I'm like, no, I 100% have. So I'm quite proud. Like whatever the outcome is then, like I'm proud that I stayed true to myself, because I think core values are really positive reflections on your own personality.
So we have the same answer then, because I was able to walk away from that. Even though it took me a while because it was such a long friendship, that when I got mad and I couldn't see like light in front of me, I was like, well, no, dude, you did these things for you. Yeah. And if they're not doing their core values, that's on them. I can only be me. Yeah. And if that doesn't work for that person, well, then that's okay. And I've got to move on. And
I think that's why I really wanted to sit here and do these, because I think it's so valuable for the people that are potentially going to be watching, because the messages that I do get. And a lot of people message me as well, and they kind of start the message by saying our situations aren't the same, or they try and like deflate their own situation, whatever's going on. I'm like, no, they're not identical, but they run completely parallel. Like, you're feeling these emotions.
There was a couple, and they're like, oh, I haven't gone through this. I'm currently going through this. But here are the 16 things that I feel that are exactly like you.
And they apologise for it as well. And I'm like, please don't apologise. Like, if we're stuck in very similar emotions, I really wanted to do, again, putting this channel out there to share the skills that I've learned, because when I'm in heightened emotional state, or I'm confused about a decision that I'm wanting to make, like, I will really ground myself and use core values. And I think they're really good as well. A lot of people message me about journaling. I think they're really good if you're stuck with journaling, and it's, you can say,
oh, I've got some
great, we'll move up to that as well. But I think if you are in that space, I think knowing your core values fundamentally really helps to like know you as a person.
Yeah, and helps you make decisions. So understand where you're at. Yeah. And then helps you make decisions to get out of it.
So I'm really excited to share this, because I think it's going to help a lot of people.
And I'm curious to see, because you did your core values originally in a very particular time in your life. Yeah. Your life looks and feels very different today. Yeah. So let's see where you end up. So we're going to go through the process. I've got a full workbook, but we've taken out the couple of pages that are relevant. We're going to change the camera, set up, get all the words down, and you'll watch us go through the process.
I'm excited. I don't know whether mine are going to change. Do you think yours will?
I doubt it very much. Yeah. But I'm gonna try to go as open as I can and reflective where I'm at, and I'm gonna give it a real go.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna try and concentrate on what my core values are now.
No, we're gonna listen to each question. Yeah. And each question will help make decisions.
Very truthfully.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get going.
Should we do a thumbnail first?
Okay. Do you want to fiddle around with the...
Right then, come on, frame yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to read out a question.
Yeah.
And this is just an assessment, and just answer it as honestly as you can. And at the end of that question, I'll give you a task to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. Is this exactly the same as what I did before?
Yes.
Okay. It's going to be really interesting, like you say, I think people should do this annually. I don't think any more than, but just go and sit and do the questions again, because life evolves and things change all the time.
I think doing it by yourself every now and then, like once every couple of years even, doing it with a new partner is always interesting so you can see which ones of your core values are aligned and which ones aren't. Mm-hmm. So that way, when your partner is finding it difficult to make a decision or to do something, you can assist them to lean into it, which is what you did for me, actually. Yeah. Because when I was going through what I said earlier with that friendship, I got stuck in anger and I couldn't see past anything. And then Beth pointed out, she's like, baby, you did these things. And I've got my core values in my office. And she's like, have a look, you did that, or you did all those things. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Oh, and then I was fine. But I couldn't see past the anger, and it took you to point out my core values.
I think, like I say, it not only grounds you, but you can rationalise things a lot more and see it from a bigger perspective and be like, that decision aligns with me, so I'm going to continue it, or it completely doesn't. Like, I was mixed in emotions, in anger, and I need to now go in the direction that I know.
And it works.
And it makes you, like I say, it does make you feel good.
Yeah, it makes you feel a lot better. It makes you feel easier with your decision or where you're at.
Yeah.
So, first question.
Okay.
How do I spend my time when no one's watching?
We'll just speak it rather than writing.
Are we going to share all of it? Like all the questions and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. So how do I spend my time when no one's watching? I think that's really hard.
The last time I was out and you were by yourself, what's your go-to thing?
I clean.
Right.
Like I do practical things. I do things that are going to be valuable for my time. Like if I had a day on my own, it would be spent probably I'd go to the gym, I'd tidy the house. I try not to doom scroll, although I'd probably find myself doing that. Yeah, I just do things of value. Spend time with a friend, go for a coffee. I actually really like time on my own. You see everybody going for walks and they're listening to a podcast. And yeah, I like doing that. But most of the time, I just like just being like lost.
Yeah.
And just, my mind's just being completely free and self-reflecting and thinking about goals and future and putting plans in place.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go out, for argument's sake, if you're going out for a dinner or whatever, I go straight to my desk and I will try to either learn a new skill or work on a project that I'm currently working on. So for me, I know it's boring, but I'm very driven like that. And so for me, if I've got 3 hours spare, I'm like, oh, I know what I want to do. I've always wanted to try this. And I'll go and try to learn a new skill or I'll try to build something new to add to what it is that I'm doing.
But this also, when we're sitting here and speaking like this, like, I would like to say that I would do that with all of my free time. Today we've got up, we've trained, we've had breakfast, we went and did a food shop.
We cleaned.
And then I spent 2 hours in bed having a bit of a nap because my eye's twitching like hell, which clearly I'm tired. So I was like, I need to have a bit of a sleep. And I've doom scrolled a bit. I've been sat outside in the sun because the sun is now shining. So I'm not saying like, people procrastinate over free time because they think that they should always be doing something like rest.
No, but this is specifically like if you've got out of the blue, you were gifted 3 hours.
Yeah.
What would you do?
Yeah, it would be doing something of value.
Right.
To help myself in future.
And that's for me. So I'll be like, oh, I have 3 hours spare. You're going, great. I'm going to work.
Great.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. You'd be crying.
There's so many things that I want to do.
Needing.
I need you.
You're laughing, but it's so true.
Okay. So now that that's been said, I want you to look at the words for the first time and I want you to clear 10 of them.
Yeah.
Now, when you look at the word means what it means to you. So I'll just do one, compassion. Whatever that means to you, don't share it with me. And that's just the way you view compassion, if it's important or not. And I'll view it because I view words in a different way. And at the end, when we have what we have left, you can describe the words to me and tell me why that word resonates with you and what it means for you.
Yeah.
But right now, I want you to have a look at the words and eliminate 10 of them.
Okay. God, you're so speedy.
Yeah, but there's some that I know.
You've read them already, that one?
Yeah, but this one's the first one to go every time.
I didn't even read mine. Oh, no. This is really hard as well because you feel like you fit into every box, but you've got to really prioritise.
Not me. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Next question. What do you fiercely protect or stand up for?
I think I fiercely protect and stand up for if I see wrongdoing. Not myself personally. I probably don't stand up for myself as much as what I should do or what I could have done. But like if I saw that for another person, I know that I would stand up for them.
I'm similar but I stand up. I fiercely protect. I hate bullies. So if I see someone bullying someone else, I go in straight away. Or if someone is in need, I will pull over on the side of the road. 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, we're going to work. And we had those two ladies with the flat tire at the service station. And the manager of the service station was asking them to move the car because it blocked one of the driveways. There was 3 driveways. And I'm like, well, why don't you help them change the tire, 10 minutes, and then everyone can move. And he's like, no, it's not my job. And he went inside.
So rude.
Right. And then so I whisked you to work, came back and then helped and then had a word with him about it because one, dude, you're a man. They're 2 elderly women. fix a tire.
And how grateful were they just to even see you coming back? Not
the one with the big curly hair. She was so happy when she saw my face.
Not even bothered that you might not have even been able to fix it. Just that somebody was there to help.
Yeah. So for me, that's and you see me do that stuff all the time. So I fiercely protect that.
It's really interesting though that we're very like-minded with that, because I was bullied at school quite badly. My parents used to be brought into school and nobody stood up for me. And I had a lot of friends, but it was just, I try and like think back to why. I was very geeky. I loved reading books. Like I loved writing. I was a bit of I was a teacher's pet. My school wasn't the best school. It was quite rough. So the people that I was surrounded by, maybe I shouldn't say maybe I should not say that. Anyway, it's probably still gonna. I know it's gonna still get out there, but it was. So the people that I was surrounded by, it was a cult, and they seemed to home in on. I went to a performing arts school, so that side of the school, like when I was doing all my drama, my dance.
Oh, you had to music,
yeah, I was in that section of the school, and then I was brought into the other section of school for my maths, English, science. And I used to get bullied for like the way that I walked.
Yeah, because you're a dancer.
Creamer's here, or and when I look back on it now and I think, oh, that's a compliment. Like, why didn't I take that?
As like you didn't have the confidence at that age,
I didn't have the confidence, and I was the odd one out, right? Like nobody else walked like me. Nobody else wanted to get their head in a book like me, and I was just called a geek the whole time.
We don't normally do this, right? When I do this exercise, but because we're partners, I'm going to tell you what I see in you that you fiercely protect and you stand up for, and that's your friends and your partner. Yeah. You fiercely stand up for me.
Yeah.
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
And I haven't had that before. And so that really shines how you do that. So you're very protective.
Yeah, but vice versa. And again, looking at core values, I think that's why we align so well in a relationship, because you're like me, but it shocks me that, like, when we go back to that initial question about people standing up for others, we're very similar, that we would go and do that. Like, if I was in the petrol station, I would 100% go and do that as well.
Yeah.
I would do that. I've helped multiple people, like, and I'm sure we all have. I mean, it's probably just a maturity thing that was at school, but I'm like, nobody really stuck up for me. I had a couple of friends, but no, they didn't really. Sometimes they were still laughing behind. Such a geek. Read a book.
You were a geek today with your glasses at the gym.
Because it's ingrained in me now. Look, it's carrying me.
Okay, so with that being said, remove 10 more.
Oh, this is getting hard. And is that in relation to what we've just spoken about? There's
no rules. I just ask questions to challenge your thought and to start painting a picture in your mind.
Got it?
I do. Okay, next question. Mm-hmm. So, what qualities do you admire most in others? Mm-hmm. Name me a few qualities that you admire most in other people.
Loyalty, resilience, because I've met a lot of people more recently go through some pretty heavy shit, and I'm admirable about how they've dealt with it. Respect. It's one of yours, which I don't really want to touch on. I'm trying to think of something different, but like contribution, like how they go out of their way to help other people. Yeah, like I really notice that, and I value that in people.
Yeah, well, you need to say that because that's...
I know, but I'm trying.
What am I doing here? Okay, so for me, I don't think right now, maybe my stuff's changing. Right now, it's honesty.
Yeah.
And standing up for what you believe in is a big thing. Being true to yourself and people that just go for what they're after.
Yeah.
You can have 100 people laugh at you. I'm that guy. People laugh at me along the way, but doesn't matter. I know what my end goal is. So anyone who acts in that way, regardless of how society sees them, I admire them. I admire that in people.
To touch on that, sorry, just to reflect on what you've said, vulnerability, because I think that's such an underlying of that. Like, you've had to be super vulnerable to be able to go and do that. Like, and I admire people that can put themselves in that situation and like not know if it's going to be the outcome that they wanted, but I'm going to just do it anyway. And I'm going to put myself at risk for the greater good.
That's right.
And challenges.
Risk losing it all for the potential of something.
Yeah. What did I write the other day? Let me think. No challenge comes without risk. Like you can't do things without taking that first step towards it. And then they get quicker, don't they? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, but to go back to the original question without diverting, like I'm queen of diversion over here.
All right. So with that being said,
Yeah.
get rid of another 10.
Okay. Freaking.
That's your line.
I think these get harder as well because sometimes when I'm removing them, they still have value.
Yes, of course. And when you read what's under it, and again, it's what, so you read it, you read what I've written underneath it, and it's what resonates with you. It's your first reaction, right? Some of these are challenging me. Yeah, I'm looking at them through a different light, I think.
Yeah, it's good. What if this actually turns out completely wrong and we break up because your values have all changed and I don't actually know who you are?
I would just say that I was lying and I'll get back to the original one. See, I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
Can't concentrate.
Sorry. She doesn't hit me often, I promise. Okay, so I want to touch on something at the moment because when I'm reading them, some of the words that come out and the little tagline that's underneath it, I feel like are already me. So I don't want to go through all the words, but I'll give you one example, right? So it's excitement, great enthusiasm, and eagerness. If someone had met me at a party and had to use a word they would probably go, dude, that guy's all excitement. Homeboy is eager. That guy's a blue. It's crazy. It has all the energy.
Yeah.
For me, it's not a core value of mine, but it's definitely something that I'm about.
Yeah.
So this is why this becomes challenging. When you go through the process, you'll find some of the words that you're like, oh, that's so me. But you'll be able to take it away because you're like, it's just an innate part of you, right? It's not something that you're striving for. It's just who you are.
Well, I found that in some of mine, but I'm finding that the word in a different one is like, oh no, that resonates with me a lot deeper.
Yes.
And it's still a part of it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can try and find one. So for instance, now I'm kind of battling with intelligence and wisdom.
Right.
Fundamentally, they're kind of the same thing, but intelligence is saying quick learning, logistical thinking.
Yes.
Which I am like that. It's kind of black or white when I get to me, like when I'm making decisions. And I try to reflect on my intelligence and making it come from that angle. But then when you're looking at wisdom, that's about good judgment and discernment. One of my things is intelligent. What does discernment mean? What does discernment mean? Am I going to be embarrassed?
No.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have you spelled that wrong? Discernment. Anyway, so sorry, going back to what I was saying, intelligence and wisdom.
Yes.
You can marry them up. But I think wisdom is coming from probably more an emotional thinking. I'm wise because of a situation that might have happened to me. Is that even making sense?
Well, it does, and needs to make sense to you.
Yeah.
Because I read those words and I'll describe them to you differently.
Yeah.
But that's my interpretation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say. You have to go to the one
pulling
that's
out
stronger
different one.
to you.
Yeah.
What's something that makes you feel deeply proud?
Something that's made me feel deeply proud, and this is obviously coming after the retreat, so I'm really grateful that we're doing this, like a year on now. How I've handled this past year and being solo and being on my own. I'm very proud of being able to get that job from back home because I knew that would give me security and safety at the end point. Like when I went traveling and I met all these different people, I was like, oh, where are you going to end up? And for me, I'm like, oh, I'm in Sydney, I'm stopping with a friend and I've got a job. Like I was...
What a sentence, right?
Yeah.
So covered.
I'm covered. And all of these people, they're having the time of their life, they're free.
Some of them don't even know which country they're going to.
Yeah, they have no idea.
Where are you going to go? Cambodia
or a visa. Like they don't have anything. I am so prepared. And yeah, I'm proud of myself for being able to do that and doing it in the place that I was as well, because obviously I was not in a great place and it gave me, I'm going to divert a little bit. I've obviously been doing my therapy and I've had my 2 previous sessions. And one of the things that she said to me in my last session was, you've not even started your grief process, which I was like, it took me aback because I'm like, no, I'm at the latter end. If not, like I'm still grieving. I don't know when that will end, but I'm not at the start of it. And she was like, no, you're 100% are. And now I've reflected on that. I've done a lot of journaling about it. And I think that because of how it happened and it was so fast and traumatic, I threw myself into planning and trying to find escape. But I'm so proud of myself for being able to do that in the place where I don't know. I look back on that time now, I'm like, how the hell, like, where did you find the strength to be able to get up and actually engage your mind as well and be able to sort your visa out? I'm a nurse by background, so I had to sort my APRA registration out. I had to go and start, see a solicitor. I have to do interviews, Zoom calls for this job that, so that, like, I'm hugely proud of myself for being able to do that.
Very good.
Very good.
So I think you've just opened something up. We're not going to talk about it today, but we should definitely do something maybe after a couple of sessions, because I also don't think you completely grieved, and I certainly agree with her. I don't think you're at the beginning. I think you're at the second stage, but we should look at the 5 stages and talk about them and see where you sit.
When I say that, when I say it shocked me, it's the way that she said it, like, you aren't even specs, you have not even started grieving yet. And I'm like, sorry, what? And I would just, and we were going off on a tangent now, but in my therapist, my last 2 sessions, I've been quite numb and emotionless, and it shocked her as well, because she's like, we need to go there. We need to go there. We need to dive deeper, and you need to get these emotions out. Because I say it like it's a bird's eye view on my life and I'm just watching it, and that's what happened. So when I describe the things that I'm proud of, like, I look back on that time, I'm like, I cannot get my brain to where I was back then. And she was like, we need to do that. We need to go there.
Okay. We will, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah, so in terms of being proud, I'm very proud of where I am, I can't believe I'm here. And without sounding too big-headed, the only reason why I'm here is because of the things that I've done.
It's tough to sound not big-headed when you talk about what you're proud of, right? And it's okay to be proud of something, and it's okay to praise yourself for one good thing. So it's good. You're not big-headed. Proud. What am I most proud of? I'll have to edit some of this out, I have to think.
I don't know why you're struggling with that, because there's so much.
Yeah, but like the one thing.
The one thing. I know it doesn't have to be one thing. There's multiple things.
My problem is I love who I am as a person, the way I walk and conduct myself through life. Like, I am true to myself. I help a lot of people. I'm very proud of the way that I handle things like that. I'm very proud of the program that I built within the Red Cross to help all those men. I'm very proud of spending 18 months cooking meals for some of the homeless and delivering meals to the elderly with my mother. I'm very proud of, the work that I did over those 3 years at the retreat. Like, it was 10, 12, 13-hour days. I just gave everything. It was awesome.
Yeah, and for changing people's lives.
Yeah. And then the messages that I've gotten, and we're still working with people, and just unbelievable. I'm very proud of all of that. Yeah, I'm very proud of that.
And when you sat in it, like the things that I've just reflected on, you're never going to think, oh, I'm going to be so proud of myself at the end of this. And then when it comes and time's passed and you can reflect on it, you're like, wow.
Well, because I see people doing the thing.
Yeah.
There was one girl who was stuck, and I said, you have to do this. And she started crying in front of me. She goes, I can't do that. 6 weeks later, she did it. That was 2 years ago. She's traveling the world, living her best life.
Yeah.
She goes, I didn't even know that I had to do that. I didn't know that was a sticking point in my life. And then other people who had to sell their businesses and change their lives completely, and now have all these other businesses that are completely non-related to where they were. And then I meet them 3 years later, and they're like a different human. Faces, the color of their skin, everything. And they just look at me like, dude, those 5 days. I'm like, I know. So I love all that.
And you think it's going to talk about the retreat. Like, I was like, 5 days, like, what is 5 days is not going to scratch the surface on what I need to do. But when you have solely 5 days to sit and do exercises like this and really throw yourself into full momentum of it and just embrace it all and not give a damn about it.
And it's 10 hours to 11 hours. It's constant. And you talk at every meal. First thing you wake up, 10 o'clock at night. And then I stay back for anyone after dinner who wants to have a conversation. And of the 20 people, there's always 6 or 7.
Lining up. I will have off to bed. I'm not standing that line. I'll touch you up back tomorrow. Are you all right? Yeah.
No,
this is so nice to do though as well, because we did this when I was on the retreat.
That's right.
And you helped me a lot. I'm very proud of you for that.
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
You changed in those 5 days.
Yeah. Like a different person, wasn't I? Still a long way to go with both.
No, but the way you changed and so that where you were stuck, you were so far behind being stuck.
Yeah.
And I think you definitely got through the first part of grief there.
Yeah.
You definitely came to a turn of acceptance, which was very difficult for you, and you did. And then the rest we'll talk about on another episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm struggling to remember what I think I said I was proud about then. Maybe, I don't know what I would have said.
If I remember correctly, I think you were proud about work, the way you handle work and the way that you are at work.
Yeah. That'd probably be my second one now.
Yeah, okay. So I think it was a year ago. But
yeah.
I remember what you were wearing, man. Okay.
We'll edit that out as well. It's inappropriate.
Now what? Oh, no, wait. We just answered the questions.
Yeah.
10. You done? 10. Okay.
Can we just sit and talk about some core values that you kind of wish that you had? So like I've just pulled one. Yeah.
Go on.
So like I just pulled one out now that is acceptance. And like I really want to be accepting of some things that have happened, but I can't be. Does that make sense? You know, when some people accept things for the greater good. So I'm just going to accept that that's happened so that it's going to make my life easier to live with and battle through, or like I wash my hands with it. Like I wish I could do that. I can't sometimes, most of the time.
Okay. So put acceptance aside.
Let's see, I've left it.
Yeah, great. And then when you have your core values, let's see if there's anyone that conflicts with it.
Yeah.
Right. So you might have something that is stronger, that drives you more, so doesn't allow you to do that.
Yeah. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because some people are very accepting of bad things that have happened to them. Like I wish I was. Like I'm like.
But it's not a core value of mine. So that's something that I think is just innately within me. But it's not something that I look for or something that I work towards. How many do we have left?
Well, I hope we've got the same amount, otherwise you've not added up right.
22? Do you have 22?
22,
Okay, right. So last question. What do I consistently strive for even when it's hard? So for me, what I've written here in the past is what I consistently strive for even when it's hard is to get my ass to the gym.
Yeah.
And for years, my start times were scattered, right? I was in an office in the city. I was national manager. Some days I'd have to be at the airport at 6 a.m. to catch a 7 a.m. flight. And so it might have been a cardio day, like sprinting or whatever. And so I'd get up at 3:30.
Yeah.
And I'd go to the park across my street in darkness and do my 30-minute session, come back, have a shower, get changed, get in the cab and go to doesn't matter how hard it is.
Yeah.
That's a non-negotiable for me.
Yeah, but that's discipline.
For me, it's not about discipline because I'm not a disciplined person because I'll still eat it, but I'll eat a donut when I get to I'll eat a donut and coffee.
No, but that's not.
It's my interpretation of discipline.
Yeah,
okay. So for me, the driving factor there is my health. For me, getting my endorphins moving in the morning. So that's interesting that you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you see that as discipline for me and I don't think I'm disciplined at all.
Of course you are.
Right, but I don't see that because I use that word differently.
Yeah, but
maybe because I went to a Catholic school and I was caned as a child and I hate the word discipline.
But it's perspective and it's subjective. What you are, who you are and what you do as a person. So I had a friend back in the UK and she came to me one morning. She was like, I'm so proud of myself. I'm so excited. I've been so disciplined. I can't believe that I've managed to do this. And I was like, what? She was like, I've been to the gym. I was like,
once.
Amazing. No, and I was like, what, all week? Like, because I knew she went and I was like, oh, you've managed to stick to it all week. And she was like, I've been 3 times this week. And I was like, that's amazing. Like,
yeah, because her version of discipline.
Her version of discipline is that she's been 3 times as opposed to the 1 a month that she used to do before. So it's all subjective in terms of, so you're referring to discipline in just one angle of, well, I'm not disciplined because I go to the gym and then I have a donut. But they're completely 2 separate things.
Yeah, but for me, so, and again, I don't want to get into each word, right? But the word someone who's disciplined for me doesn't drink, trains every day, eats healthy all the time, regimented. So maybe
militant.
Not
normal. That's not
right.
That's not
so for me, That's what discipline means when I hear discipline. And that comes from my childhood, going to a Catholic school, getting in trouble for the things I got in trouble for.
Go to summer camp.
Yeah. Go to summer camp. So the word discipline for me is disciplinary. It's a very negative connotation to it. For me, something that I constantly strive for, even when it's hard. Definitely training, but work. Yeah. Success for me. Yeah. Like building a business or building a program. Mm-hmm. Like building stuff like this. I get laughed at. I get told no by so many people. Yeah. And sometimes I get told yes. And I arrive to the location and it's not the yes that I thought it was. They're like, yeah, come. And I'm like, oh, that's not what I had. That's okay. I have weeks work. Yeah. I throw it out the window and just on the fly build something then and there. So I love that because that's something that I strive to do even when it's hard. Yeah.
I think for me, ask me the question again.
So what is something that you strive for?
Yeah.
You know what I said? That you consistently strive for even when it's hard.
I think I consistently strive for never having 2 bad days in a row. So if I'm feeling upset or I'm feeling anxious or I'm feeling emotional about a certain thing, or it could be just completely out of the blue because we all have them days, but not allowing them to be days in plural, like allowing myself to feel sorry for myself, to feel emotional, to feel angry, to feel it all, welcome it in. We've done these exercises more recently, saying thank you because it's obviously there for a reason why I feel like that, but just not allowing it to be present the next day. And then when it arrives, because
it just doesn't go away.
Yeah, it probably will do the next day. You're going to feel like that. But being like, no, I've already done that. We're not doing it. If you want to come back next week, come back next week. But we're not doing it
I'm free
today.
Wednesday afternoon.
We're not doing it for today. And I just think it allows you to open, I don't know, the scope for more positivity within your life and to reflect on it then and being like, oh, well, what was that about?
Yeah.
But I think another thing that I really strive for is how we are in our relationship, about being open, about being honest, about being transparent. I really strive to make a relationship with your family. Like, I hope that you see that. Like, I love being welcomed into your family.
No, of course. It's so evident.
And
my mum calls and asks you first.
I also strive for a relationship with my own family because that's difficult. And I'm very grateful for you, the fact that have you phoned your mum today or have you spoken to Jordan?
Yeah, I think so. And it's funny because I don't think family ends up in my...
No, me neither. And it makes me feel guilty when I take that out.
No, and we'll talk about our core values at the end and we'll describe each one and you can tell you why that makes you feel. And you'll see that family is resembled. Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good answer.
Thanks.
So that being said...
5 more? 10 more?
10.
Oh God, this is getting hard now. See, I've got another one here that's the same as acceptance again. So I've got forgiveness. Like, I really want that, but there's things that have happened that I just can't, but I would love to. Accept and forgive. Bye.
12, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. There's no more questions.
Okay.
You're down to 12. Now, you're going to look at them and you're going to see some of them mean similar things. Read the lines under it. The ones that are similar, put them next to each other, and then like you did with intelligence and wisdom, and then make a decision on which way you want to go. Yeah. Your objective at the end of this exercise, when you look at each one, and this is the thinking part, okay? I want you to end up with 6. Leave the 6 that you don't want to the side, because then you can tell me why you chose one over the other, and then I'll do the same. That's a big one for me. So and we don't do this in the exercise normally. This is just for you, or just so we can get to know each other better, so we understand.
Like we need to.
Yeah, but you love the way we communicate, right? So it always helps. So I'll start from the bottom. So I have...
No, we're here. Sorry.
So I have ambition.
Yeah.
Excellence and intelligence really resonate with me, but getting somewhere, even without excellence, is more important for me.
Yeah.
I don't have to be the best at whatever it is that I do. I just have to want it bad enough. So that's more important for me. That's why I don't have that. And also I value intelligence in people, but intelligence doesn't mean, and because I'm so focused on success, ambition, contribution, that it doesn't really slide into those things. That's why I didn't choose that. Success is definitely a core value of mine. And it's not just in regards to work. Success in a relationship, success in the way that we communicate, success in the things that we work at. Like success can mean a lot of things for me, but then passion is massive because I'm ridiculously passionate about everything that I do. But I think I'm just that person already.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a core value for me, but passion brings me success.
Yeah.
So success is what I'm after, and passion is the tool I'm going to use to get there. Helpfulness, and that's why I have a lot from compassion, because empathy, I honestly think it's my superpower, and I know it's a silly thing to say, but putting myself in someone else's shoes, even to my detriment, which is unhealthy, and I don't do that anymore, but that's what I did, right? So compassion is a big thing. But contribution, so if I feel empathetic for someone, contributing to their betterment is better for me. I get more enjoyment out of that. And same with, like, being helpful is one thing, like helping someone cross the street, but contributing regularly for someone's life to be better is a bigger thing for me. That's why I don't have those.
But I think you have to really almost force yourself not to be as empathetic as what you want to be sometimes.
Yeah, or as I am.
I need to protect us because you've learned maybe sometimes the hard way that it's not good for you to do that.
Every time the hard way,
yeah. And it's not a nice place to
be. It's not a nice place to think, but sometimes I get burnt and I'm like, well, if that person needs that, they took from me, but if you need that more than me, go take it then. I don't want you to do that. I deserve it. But if that's where you're at, that's where you're at. Yeah. I can only be me. I can only adhere to these things.
Yeah.
And if I'm not doing these things and now all I'm doing is focused on anger, betrayal, revenge, none of those are me.
Yeah.
Then I don't get to sleep at night because I'm having all these thoughts and I do, none of those are you. Yeah. Stop it. You're this.
Yeah.
They took advantage of it.
Yeah.
So how many people have you helped?
Yeah.
In those 2 years, I helped 350 people and 2 people took from me.
Yeah.
It's worth it, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes I forget.
Yeah.
And then the last one is determination. Like whenever I put my mind to something, if I'm learning a new skill, training, I'm super determined to achieve whatever it is. But for me, then it's more about the success. So again, determination is a tool I use
filters into that
to get success. Yeah. So I end up with health, love, growth, contribution, success, and ambition.
Yeah. They're you through and through. And I love that they are. And that sometimes I have to be like, no, do they align with what you're doing right now? Because if they don't, then that's not you.
Yeah, and you put me up.
And you warped in something else. Just take a step back.
Yeah.
See the bigger picture.
Because I get lost in contribution.
Yeah.
Which affects my success and ambition.
Yeah.
And you've gone, I know you're this. I love that about you. But in this instance, it's affecting everything else that you're working on into getting that.
Yeah.
Does that serve you right now? Yeah. But it's because you know. Take it away.
Okay, so I'll start with
the ones that you're going to remove and how they leave.
So loyalty, unfortunately, and remove it.
Interesting.
Because I am a loyal person, but trust and honesty align with me a lot more.
Now, based after this year.
After my year, because I was very loyal to somebody.
Yes.
So much so that I never lied, but I just didn't say the whole truth out of being loyal to somebody. And now I've seen that actually honesty really lies with me.
Yeah.
We might go there one day, but you know.
We will. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm a very loyal person through and through, but first and foremost, honesty really sits with me. Don't tell me a secret. If it's going to hurt somebody else as well, like I wouldn't just go and spill the beans or whatever, but if it's going to be a detriment to somebody else.
I'm going to help that other person.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, I like that.
I hope I said that in the right way.
You did. Yeah. That came across perfectly. Yeah. Well, maybe because I understand the backstory.
Yeah.
You need to let us know if that made sense. I think it made sense.
Loyal to that person for a very, very long time.
And they told you things.
They told me a lot of things. I kept it to myself and kept repeatedly telling this person that I am loyal to you as a friend and I will never, ever share that.
And it ended up being lies.
It ended up all being lies. And it bit me in the ass for being so loyal.
We'll definitely do a story on that.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
So I've got trust and honesty are 100% core values of mine. Trust again is something I might hold on a pedestal too highly. It might be a boundary sometimes. I don't let my walls down, very easily. But then on the latter end of that, as soon as I've granted somebody my trust, it's game over for me if they hurt me because I'm like, I've trusted you.
Yeah.
I've got in my core values growth and ambition. And then on the latter side, I've got authenticity and accountability. So like authenticity, for instance, and being genuine and true to who I am, I think feeds into my growth as who I am as a person.
That's right.
Yes. And then accountability, taking responsibility, I think fills into ambition.
Now,
always striving for more.
Tell me about the two that you put aside before that you wanted to be.
Acceptance and forgiveness.
Right, which is something you'll get through growth.
Yeah.
See how that fits in?
I do see how it fits. Have you done this before? Do you do this for a living? You're very good. Compassion, same with you. I'm a very empathetic person, but my compassion shows through love a lot of the time. So I've just picked love. I find love fills into a lot of things. So when you're pulling out, my mum always obviously going to be watching this, but when you're pulling out, core values like family and friendship, it's not that I don't value them at all. It's just that my love is overarching of those.
That's exactly why I don't have family and friendship in mind. Because for me, one, I don't have friends. Mm-hmm. I have people I love.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's family, my family, your family, Adam, Karen, whoever it is. When I love.
Shout out Central.
But that's it. You're in my life.
Yeah.
Your life is not the same once you're in my life.
Yeah.
So love is bigger for me.
We love love. That's one of my favourites.
Okay.
Yes.
So yes, I understand that.
These I found very challenging, and this relates to the problems and the issues that I have with my food.
Food? Really?
I nearly went there as well, and you got me. So I've got as a core value, which I don't really want as a core value. You know what it is. I have control.
Yes.
And looking outside of the realm of my eating, control for me is like if anything doesn't go to the plan that I was going to do. So for instance, when I was at my worst and I used to, for example, arrange to meet a friend, that friend had a disaster, car broke down, whatever, she couldn't meet me. That was like the end of the world for me because it's not in my control that she can't meet me. And I got really anxious about it. I'm not like that anymore. I'm not as bad as what I used to be.
In the year that I've known you, you've changed a lot.
If you look at like restaurants that we choose, like you're probably conditioned to it now.
No, I just know how to handle it.
But we had a friend round last week and even she came to you privately and was like, I really want to take you and Bex out for tea. She stopped on a Monday and Tuesday night. She knows that we go for pho every Wednesday, which is an allowance to my rules. So, because she was stopping on a Tuesday, she was like, I really want to invite you both out for tea, but I know it's on a Tuesday. Would that still be okay? And she came to ask you.
Yeah, of course.
Because of my control over days when I allow myself foods and days when I don't, and out of the routine and the militant relationship I've given myself with situations that I do. And then you just word vomited, you can, but just make sure it's pho. I'll speak to her. I felt like she'd have almost been a little bit anxious to ask me.
No. Well, she's understanding and knows.
Of course, yeah.
And she is she's very intelligent in a way, right? So it wasn't a problem at all. But she's also cognizant of like not wanting to upset you and not to be a difficult time for you because it's for her. It's just a meal. And she understands that that's not a statement that you say lightly. So, hey, I know it's going to be difficult. Where do we go? No, it's great.
But that's because she understands it. But if you look outside the big picture of just like normal people, that would be like, what? Like, of course we can go out for where we're going to choose somewhere.
Yeah.
I will literally, I said this on my last video, we've got an app called Eat Club and there's hundreds of restaurants on there. And how long will I spend on there?
It's the same restaurants.
Yeah, and I look at the menu 26,
all the time.
times.
If I get to pick a meal, I'm like, that's close by.
Yeah.
Done.
So going back to my core values, looking at control, like that's not healthy for me.
Right. And so, but it serves you at the moment and has for a long time. So it needs to be there. And so there are shadow values.
Yeah.
Right. Which we haven't even spoken about once yet. So they're the back end, the bad brother of your core values. Now, sometimes when there's a core value in your life that doesn't serve you, you'll find the actual opposite is your core value that you're fighting against and it's hiding in your shadow value.
Yeah, yeah.
So we still have to do that work and we can do that work. And once you're ready, we'll do it. But for now and for as long as you can remember, that's been important for you.
When I've just pulled that control out now, I've tried to really sit and reflect on where I was a year ago when I pulled it out. Because where I was a year ago, that control was all of them things that I've just said about controlling my food, controlling like my environment, how people act around me.
Yeah.
Now when I've pulled it out, like this is going to sound really stupid to other people, but because if you watch my previous videos, we've implemented some change into his diet more recently, like a protein shake in the morning, and we're going to do some more changes as of Monday. So as of next week, we're going to put some more changes in. And on Friday, I think it was, I was just super, super busy at work. Didn't manage to have a protein yogurt that I should have had in the afternoon. Came home thinking about all the time, I really should have done that. It's going to make it more difficult for me tomorrow if I don't do that, because then I've got the protein shake again. And it's almost like I'm choosing to skip it. Was you really that busy that you couldn't go on out and you couldn't have your yogurt? I don't know.
Because you can eat it at the fridge. Yeah. It takes 30 seconds.
So what do? You went in and to work because I don't need to be a child and I don't need you to kind of force me into it, because that's not me taking control.
Yes.
Went to the fridge, went and had a sit down and had my yogurt. And like that is me taking control. And that's what I really want to focus on now. So I don't want that to be a shadow value. I want that to be ingrained in me now that I have taken control of the winning aspect of beating this illness.
Beep. Yes.
But do you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
So we was walking home the other night when we came from Virgin. It was the same day as when we went to Virgin. Yeah. And it's almost like an epiphany, because I'm like, we're making changes in the gym. We're making changes to our diet. I'm feeling more clarity. Maybe, I don't know, it's because of the creatine that we're having. I'm having better recovery with my magnesium. I'm feeling stronger in the gym. I'm feeling more energized in the things that I'm saying, because I'm nourishing my brain more to be able to have these conversations and be more rational and be like, no, if you don't have that yogurt, it's going to be difficult for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I had something on my phone the other day as a screensaver, and it was on the day that I did do that. And it was, so every time you invite an eating disorder thought or behavior, you welcome it tomorrow. Like you invite it to return tomorrow, right. And then it's going to get bigger. So yeah, so going back to the control core value, I don't want that to be a shadow value. I want that to be this epiphany moment, and
you want it to be Beck's core value, not her core value.
Yeah.
So she's taken so that is actually your core value. Yeah. But she's taken it and manipulated it into something different.
And when you are in the depths of anorexia or eating disorders, you think that you're in control, like that you're in the most control, and it's the complete opposite. You're not in any control.
Yeah.
It's so like,
baby, that's exciting.
It makes my mind boggle. But anyway, going back to the ones that I took out, very similar to yours, discipline was one of mine, because I think that really ties in hand with control. Yeah. I'm a disciplined person anyway, but I take control of, I am going to nourish my body, not lessen it and not restrict, but I'm going to nourish my body with whole foods, with protein, with things that make me feel good, supplements, vitamins.
Croissants, ice cream.
Control my mind with the things that I read, the people I engage with, the environment that I put myself in, the things that I watch, the conversations that I have. Like I take control of that, because that makes my growth. I'm a better person for doing that. Yeah. They all tie in with
once you know yours. So which ones you got rid of?
And then the other one is health. Because again, I think that is such a core value of mine, but I know that when I restrict
it's not right.
To the amount that I do, I'm not doing anything that's healthy for my body. That's right. I'm stopping my periods, like my hair's falling out, it's detrimental to my health.
Yeah, health is not a core value of yours.
I know,
but you want it to be.
You would think like training every day at 5:30, and I had a conversation with somebody at work, I think only last week, and a lot of people at work say to me, oh my God, you eat so much fruit, like you're so good, you're so healthy.
Yeah.
And I actually turned around to him this week and I was like, yeah, but nothing's good to excess.
Yeah, nothing in excess is good for you.
Yeah, like everything in moderation. Like, you know, I wish I could just go and get a croissant or, you know, something that would be a treat food. But for me, like, I enjoy fruit.
I was going to say, it's not treat food, it's just food.
Yeah, it's not that it's not that I don't enjoy fruit. It's just that I don't eat much else other than that. So yeah, health, I would love to be a core value of mine, but it's clearly not.
That's very honest of you. So what did you end up with?
I ended up with control, love. I'm glad we have the same one in that we pulled everything else out. Ambition.
We have.
Growth. Trust.
Yes.
And honesty.
Perfect.
Which ones have we got the same?
Ambition, love, growth.
Mm-hmm. And you've got
contribution, health and success.
Contribution. And I've got control, trust. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And honesty.
Mm-hmm.
Are they different? I thought you had. Are they different to what you had before?
No.
I thought you had trust in yours.
Trust is not a core value for me. I don't need to trust someone.
Okay. No, that's more for me there.
Oh yeah, but so trust is a blanket. I trust everyone. Everyone gets benefit of the doubt. Oh my God, you side of the road?
No.
You need money? Here you go. And then they run off. I'm like, oh. Yeah, I'm stupid about that.
You see it differently.
Correct, I do see it.
I see it. I want people to trust me. That's how I view it.
Oh, that's not important to me.
Oh, no, it is to me.
Yeah. People, no, they don't have to trust me. Because it doesn't matter, because I don't have to be all things to all people. If people don't trust me, I'm like, okay, next. I'm not.
Oh,
that doesn't faze me at all. Stop. You can't think of the word how it means to me.
No, it does. No, it does.
You have to do it. Yeah. Trust is a big thing for you.
Okay.
Yeah, done. Okay, so that's core values. You can.
Let's come a bit closer. Oh my God, the sky looks beautiful. Yeah, sit there. Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Come on, hurry up and sit down. Okay, so that's how you do your core values. There are exercises online that you can Google and have a look at all the words. If you guys want some information on it, that's something that we're looking at doing. We definitely want to put on something together and do the rest of the exercises, because once you understand your core values, then we can move on to who you are and why you are, things that you're after, work on your wheel of life, and then we can get into your goals and your visions, and there's so much stuff. So we're going to end up there. But right now, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some value in it.
I definitely did. And I think I love doing these with you. And when we spoke about it, we always have a bit of a date night. Every night is a date night for us sat on this floor, because we don't have furniture. But we always have a valuable conversation. And like I say, I said to you, I really want to go back to his core values again and investigate them again. And go through them all. And I'm so glad that we've been able to do it on camera and share it with other people, because I think people are going to find that so valuable to do. Listen to us waffle on about them a little bit. But yeah, I think I'd love for people to get value out of that. If you want to do it and you found, there's some questions.
Message.
Yeah, just drop a message out.
I'm curious to see how many people are interested or have done it.
Yeah.
If they know what theirs are. Okay. Till next time.
Till next time.
All right. Thank you.
Did I say I always forget it every time.
Okay. So before we leave, if you enjoyed it, make sure you like and subscribe.
Sorry. Do you want to create your own channel?
No way. It's too much work.
If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new here.
Is that where it is?
And I'm going to put the thing there. Look how I'm so professional just now. I'm going to put the little thing there. And we will see you in the next one.
See you in a week. Hope that was okay.
My legs are sweaty. It's beautiful, isn't it?
You know what? People, as they watch that, we're going to come more in light. And over that hour, it's going to be fucking unbelievable.